1964, the year the Arkansas Razorbacks won their only football national championship.
We were right at the top of the football world.
It was also the beginning of Ray Moore's story at War Memorial Stadium.
I was 14 years old.
Barely a teenager, Moore was hired as one of the so-called flagmen, responsible for making sure none of the rowdy fans left the stadium with one of the conference flags.
They did try a time or two.
Moore never lost a flag, and he has kept his job ever since. This year marks 55 years, 5 decades of stories and insight.
Basically, everybody was scared of Bobby Petrino, and even including Jeff Long. I don't know if you want to put that on there, but
Moore worked his way up, becoming the field supervisor in the 1980s, a job that puts him in charge of any activity outside of the actual playing field. The gatekeepers, the game balls, the time clocks.
Well, it's kind of stressful.
Which leads to one of his most memorable moments.
Worst eating out or cussing I ever got came from Bobby Petrino.
In a game against Mississippi State, the 25-second clock malfunctioned, a faulty wire, and the refs refused to stop play to fix it.
Petrino came back down to me and wanted to know if I knew how important it was to a no-huddle offense to not have a 25-second clock. And then, as most people know, Bobby Petrino had chosen words he used, and I caught part of those.